And then it's Lonzo, it's Zion. It's Zion, it's the New Orleans taking the lead. He would score 34 on the night. Under 3 to go. Bucks are down 3. But there's Giannis. So strong. It's a 1-point game. Still a 1-point game, and it's Giannis again. Working on Steven Adams. No answers. 14 of 27 for Giannis. Bucks take the lead. Next possession. Zion going to the hole. How about Brook Lopez there to meet him? And now we're turning defense into offense in transition. Look at the big fella. Behind the back and the length of the floor. Giannis had 38, Milwaukee the lead. Here's how it ended. 15 seconds to go. Pelicans are down 3. Milwaukee inbounding. Wait, we got a steal. We're going the other way. We got ourselves a chance. Pelicans, someone has to want the shot. Ingram, Hart, Lonzo, who wants it? Who wants to take the shot? Oh my goodness, nobody does. They don't get the 3 off. The shot clock expires, and that is all she wrote. New Orleans doesn't get one up. Giannis and Zion combined for 72, and the Bucks win at 129-125 as we talk it over with, as promised, our favorite member of the Fab Five, the one and only Jalen Rose is here this morning. Jay, I want to talk, there's so many things, and there's another finish I want to get to in a minute. But I actually want to ask you about Zion. Like last year, he wasn't playing, and he was all anyone wanted to talk about. This year, he's averaging 26 points a game, shooting 62% from the floor. He had 34 last night, and I don't hear anybody talking about him. What is Zion right now?
Stan Van Gundy has done a terrific job of getting Zion on the move. If you noticed in a couple of those highlights, Steven Adams is basically in the paint like an offensive lineman, just clearing space. You want to put shooting around Zion and allow him to be your playmaker, in theory. That's how you use him to his strength. If you notice, it's not those awkward possessions where it's swing, and also Zion open for a 3. It's him cutting, him rolling, them zippering down so he can go to his left hand. It's him playing with pace. It's him playing with tempo and finishing with force. He had 30 points in the paint. 30 points in the paint. That's Wilt Chamberlain. That's Wilt Chamberlain-like.
Yeah, again, that's why he's shooting 62% from the floor. So he's having a terrific season. But again, their team, that was a terrible final possession. But if you thought that was a bad final possession, the Denver Nuggets last night said, hold my beer. Here we go. This is how this game finishes. Washington up 2 on Denver. Jamal Murray, 5 seconds left. This is a 4-on-1 break. They have an easy, uncontested layup at the basket to tie the game. But look where everybody runs. They all run to the 3-point line. They wind up getting off that shot that isn't even close, and they wind up losing. And you know what happens is everyone looks at basketball now and they say this is analytics, it is what it is. Jalen, what is that last possession?
A lack of professional basketball IQ. I hate to break it to fans and members of the media, and it's not just in the pros. Sports is actually a kid's game. And you know what people do more than you realize? They play like we're not keeping score. And then all of a sudden you look up the last 2 minutes, it's a close game, let's try to win the game. Think about the Pelicans game. They were down 3 and ended up going for a 2. This team is down 2 and ends up going for a 3. It shows you what they're taught. It shows you how they practice. But I'm going to tell you actually whose fault this play was. Michael Porter Jr. Run that play again.
Yeah.
He's 6'10", Greeny.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray has the ball on the left side. When the defender commits, that's his dunk. That's his dunk. Not the guy who's the undrafted rookie shooting it. Michael Porter Jr. is their 3rd best player. That's why if you see him walk off after this, watch who he points at. His chest. Look, my fault. Because he knows he should have been the guy to take that layup or a dunk. He put Jamal Murray in the bad spot, especially if Murray wasn't going to pull up for the 3.
For those who can't see him, he's the one in the lower right-hand corner. He's the one with the number 3 on top of him. And that's your point. He goes to the basket there. He gets an uncontested dunk. We go to overtime, and there we go. That is just a crazy and candidly ridiculous finish. Okay, one more thing. Because, Mr. Fab Five, we got to show you your guy, Juwan Howard, and your beloved Michigan Wolverines.
Hail to the victors, baby!
Maybe the best player in the country, Luka Garza, in your building last night, but Hunter Dickinson was giving him everything he could possibly want. Garza would score 16, but Dickinson playing tough D on him all night long, and this was a night that would belong to Michigan. Late in the first half, that's Dickinson doing it on the other end of the floor. He would score 14 points. Then just over 11 minutes left in the game, Michigan is up 9. Isaiah Livers has got the steal. We're turning defense into offense. Oh, and Livers is going to throw it down. He would score 16 on the night. And then we got some action for Franz Wagner with the bucket off the glass. He would score 21, and Michigan wins it 79-57. They are not just winning, they are blowing people out. And I will ask you, Jalen Rose, with everyone understanding that you are hopelessly biased, is Michigan the best college basketball team in America?
Yes. And here's why I say so. There are some terrific coaches across the country in collegiate basketball, but their teams look a lot different when they don't have the best players. Just think about what I just said. What Juwan Howard has done, first off, a couple of transfers. We have Smith at the point. We have Brown on the wing. They bring distinct roles. One leads the Big Ten in assists. The other's a lockdown defender that can make three-point shots. We have Livers, who's a senior, who understands what it takes, along with Eli Brooks. You have a wild card in Wagner, who's going to be a pro. That's a slasher. And you showed Dickinson, the big fella, the lefty, played Garza, made him shoot over the size, and they can play multiple styles. So if you want to shoot the three, Michigan can shoot the three. If you want to slow it down and play half court, they can throw it inside. And so based on that balance, that's what you're going to need in order to advance in the NCAA tournament. I love Gonzaga. I love Baylor. Ohio State is really good. There's some terrific teams in the tournament. There's some terrific teams in collegiate basketball. The Michigan Wolverines have shown me they have the capability of winning it all this year.
Look, they have one loss. Gonzaga and Baylor are unbeaten, but Michigan is playing in the most loaded conference in the country by far. To have only one loss playing in the Big Ten this year is an incredible accomplishment. Jalen, you're the best. We'll see you tonight. NBA Countdown is coming your way because we've got the Friday doubleheader tipping off with the Pacers and the Celtics. That's at 7:30 Eastern tonight, a good one. And then you'll get LeBron and the Lakers taking on Dame Lillard and Portland in a big one in the Western Conference. That's our action tonight. It starts with Jalen and NBA Countdown, 7 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. As we continue, Russell Wilson giving the Seahawks a list. We'll tell you which team should be trading for the disgruntled Seahawks star right this minute. Plus, the unlikely footsteps that Dak should follow to break the bank. The one quarterback who knows exactly what Dak is going through. You'll hear from him.